In today's video, I'm going to show you a little bit about the factory design utilities in the Autodesk Product Design and Manufacturing collections. So if you've never seen the factory design utilities and you've installed it, what you'll find is a little tab, factory tab at the top of either AutoCAD Architecture, AutoCAD MEP, or AutoCAD Mechanical. So those are the AutoCAD software packages that you'll find the factory layout tab in. If I go to my Inventor, you'll see that there's also a factory tab installed over there. Now, in today's video, what I'm going to show you is how we can carry our design from AutoCAD to Inventor to Navisworks and see how the different software packages actually assist us in the different design components. So the first thing we need to do for the AutoCAD factory design utilities design is that we need to create a layout. So what I'm going to do over here is create a layout from a template, and it brings us up over here. So the layout template I want to do is not here. I'm actually just start off in Inventor. So let's go back over here, and in my factory, I'm going to just go to my layout browser. So in the layout browser over here, I'm going to go to create layout from template, and it's going to ask me under my factory to create a factory layout in millimeters. So what this actually does over here is it allows me to create this factory utilities. I'll create a new folder over there. Let's make it factory, and we're going to say factory 1. Okay. So when it creates this layout, it creates the assembly file plus a layout file as well. And that layout file is what contains all the data which gets shared between your AutoCAD architecture, mechanical or MEP, and your Navisworks, as well as your Inventor as well. So whatever components or assets, as we call it, I put into each of those, well, the Inventors or the AutoCAD packages is what gets shared across all three of the design packages that we've got over here. So with the assembly opening up over here, you'll notice that I've got a floor. Now, one of the nice things about this floor is that you can make it bigger or smaller depending on the shape or size of the factory or the house that you, the building, sorry, that you are creating, and then you at least know sort of where you are in relationship to size. So if I maybe take a conveyor and I run it across the border, I know, okay, right, I've actually gone outside the limits of the layout that I'm using. So with factory utilities, I'm going to say, right, let's go to my asset browser and start putting in some assets. So under the system assets over here, you can see I've got architectural, automotive, building utilities, conveyor, general, material handling, placeholders, point clouds, process equipments, retail, robot, and safety equipment. Now I'm just going to go and save this. Okay, and then I'm going to actually start my design out inside the AutoCAD architecture. So I'm going to go back over here, and you'll notice here I've got a new factory 1 layout over there. So it should pop up. Okay, let's go to my, let's see, open layout. And okay, so as you can see there, it's now updated, so I can see my factory 1. And what I'm going to do with my factory 1 over here is I'm just going to go and create a couple of windows and doors and windows. So let's go to my wall over here and some predefined walls that I've got. Let's do a brick cavity block. I'm going to say I want to start from 0.0. Okay, let's go up. Put my F8 on. How big do you want this? Say 6 meters. Say 7,500. Let's go down about 2,500. Okay, so you can see this building up my wall and close. The nice thing about this AutoCAD architecture, you'll see how it closes up and joins all the walls over there. If I had to go to an internal wall over here, I can say it needs to start. Let's snap to the closest, and then we can snap to perpendicular over here. And inside, you'll see how the cavity actually comes and gets displayed. Okay, so once I've done that, I can go put in a couple of maybe windows and doors. So let's go put a door in. It's just a standard door. And then let's go put some windows in. And because all this information is shared across all the different packages, it'll carry this information and we'll be able to see exactly what's going on there. Okay, window. Awning, let's do bay unit and 1, 2. Okay. So once that's done, I'm just going to go click on save. And from here, what I can do is I can just say open up straight in Inventor. So select open in Inventor, and it'll go and open up my Inventor and open up that design, the factory one, inside the assembly that we started over here. And it just takes a little bit of a while to populate. Okay, there we go. So you can see there's my 2 windows and my doors and my interior wall over here. Now what you'll notice is if I go to my view and I change even to my realistic, you're not going to see anything. Even if I go to ray tracing, it still is that wireframe. Okay, so we can't see the colors of the walls over here, but we will be able to see a little bit later in Navisworks Manage. Once this has been done, I'm going to now go and start putting in some of my factory assets. Take a look from the top, asset browser, and let's maybe put in a shelf. So if you've never used this before and you don't know where anything is, just type in what you need, and then what it'll do is it'll show you. If you have not downloaded it already, it won't have a little green dot next to it. I'm just going to stick one over here, and we've got our shelf over there. So you can see how we can start populating our components over here. I'm going to go off and say, right, man, or person. Okay, so what do we have? Casual scan, jetpack man mesh. Let's see. Let's go. As you can see there, it hasn't been downloaded yet. Ask you, look, you've got it downloaded. I say yes, please. And I will start downloading over there. It's ready for me. Bring them in, and let's just take a look from the top, and then put my little jetpack man over there. And there we go. So let's take a look at what happens if we, sort of go back to AutoCAD. So I'm going to go to save. Okay. I'm just going to close this AutoCAD drawing over here. And from Inventor, I'm going to go back to my factory tab and say open. Opens back up in AutoCAD, updates the layout. And what you'll see over here is now the 2D representation of that shelf that I put in, plus the man as well. Now, one of the nice things about placing something in AutoCAD is that it will, it's very easy to copy and paste something. So if I'm going to go stretch this wall over here, and I want to go copy this shelf. So copy and select this. We're going to go to array. We'll say we want 5 of them, and they have to all be over there. Okay. Now, if I take a look at what's happening in my Inventor, open Inventor, yes, it goes in quickly, updates that, and it'll quickly put in and populate your drawing for you. And doing it that way, is much quicker in going from AutoCAD than into Inventor. Also, when we are creating our 2D layouts, it's much easier to try to do the 2D layouts, because that's where we normally do our 2D layouts over there. Okay, so once that's done, what we can do is we can then go take a look at what it looks like in Navisworks. So let's go open Navisworks and see what it looks like over there. Okay, so just opening up my Navisworks Manage. And by the way, if you do have the product design and manufacturing collections, you will get all of these packages. So Navisworks Manage, Inventor, Factory Utilities, as well as AutoCAD Architecture or AutoCAD MEP or AutoCAD Mechanical. As you'll see over there, it brings it up. And what you can do with your Navisworks, you can bring it in if you're worried about, someone else's design, maybe someone's done the MEP stuff for this house that you're building or the factory that you're building, and you need to make sure that your components do not clash with theirs. You can then go and do a clash detection inside Navisworks here as well. And as you can see, when I bring it into Navisworks over here, first of all, I can see the brickwork. Okay, now let's have to take a look at the orientation of that over there. But all the colors from my AutoCAD architecture are coming through. Okay, as well as my cavity wall. You can actually see there's the cavity wall, like now with the jetpack, as well as my my shelving for my supermarket over there. And that's just a quick demonstration of what you can do with factory design utilities. As the name suggests, it's not merely just a tool for factory layouts like conveyors, etc. You can see I've got my little Jetman. AutoCAD architecture, it's helping me build up the walls quite quickly. So all I have to do is just draw where my walls are going to be, take it into Inventor, place my objects either in AutoCAD or Inventor, and then take a look at my entire project to see all the visualizations in Navisworks Manage. Thanks very much for watching.